podcast time.
Hey.
Is it?
It is.
Oh, it is.
This
Time
is
to cast
podcast number 2, 1.
I don't know. I lost track.
Yeah.
Were you going to say time to cast those pods?
Fuck yeah, I was going to say time to cast those
I just
pods.
didn't want that to be
Time to
lost.
suck my dick, Duralius.
I don't know
What are we
why
talking
I'm
about?
laughing.
When you think of pod, what do you think of?
Peace.
Yes,
I think of Star Wars.
I think of those little storage containers. I think that's brilliant.
it is.
I'm not sure why you went all negative with that, Abstro, because I was sticking up for
Are
you.
you
I didn't
still on
want
this?
that
I thought we were on the pods.
No, I'm coming back to that.
I forgot
What
all
did you
about
say?
that.
What did you say to him?
I said, is this
Suck
something about
his-
suck his
suck
dick?
his
Yeah,
dick.
His
suck
dick,
my
and I
dick.
was like,
Yeah.
he got like jumped on what he was saying, and I was like, yeah, I want that to be heard because that's
Oh.
wonderful.
And then he came
he
back
was like,
negative
suck my
on you?
dick. Yeah.
Well, what do you think about when you think of casts?
Cast?
Casts.
I think of two things. I think of fishing, and I think of people that play in a movie.
Let's
or
not
a
lose
play.
focus here.
Just right
think
off the bat,
broken bone.
like something specific. When you say cast, I think of a shrimp net. Where you
Cast a net.
Casting net.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, I used to do that all the time.
For shrimp?
For shrimp.
And you caught shrimp?
Yep.
Like ones you eat?
Yeah, my dad and I down at Airlie Marina.
Did it in his
Everybody
backyard
knows
growing up
where
in
that-
Ohio.
Yeah, in my backyard.
Yeah.
Right off the
Backyard
barn door.
shrimp. Yeah.
Oh,
Those aren't shrimp.
that's a cricket.
Yep.
Now, are these like shrimp you'd see in a restaurant?
Yeah. Yeah.
Same ones.
Yep. Same ones. Yeah.
Okay.
Not-
You never
they weren't
know.
plastic.
The world's a big, crazy place.
There's a lot of different shrimp out there.
Yeah.
You guys ever seen like one of those really big shrimps?
Oh yeah, they have them in Spain.
Yeah, they're insane.
Yeah, I'm sure they're delicious.
Yeah, I
'cause
wanna
I
eat
love
one.
I love regular shrimp.
Exactly. Like regular shrimp's amazing. I want
Yeah.
a big one.
Now, is that one called a prawn?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Prawns are, I don't know the difference.
Yeah.
But when I lived in Australia, they called them prawns, and they were huge. And then they had a thing called the Balmain bug, which looked like a lobster without pincers.
I mean,
Oh.
shrimp are ocean insects.
Really?
Oh, absolutely.
And you went to Bugfest recently. You
Oh,
should know.
So which
you eat
tastes
shrimp
better,
at
the cockroach or the shrimp?
I'll always go for the shrimp, as nasty as the little fuckers are. You know, lobster and crab, they're all like insects,
So that-
essentially.
that
They're like
little-
spiders in the...
The little vein down their back is turds, right?
It is, right?
I've heard
It's
that.
shrimp
I've heard
turds.
that too,
I'm not
but
sure.
I would have to seek out an expert.
They
Yes.
call it deveining.
Wait,
I've
it's
heard
a-
it called deveining.
When you pull
Yeah,
out the
it's
turd.
a it's a
really
vein.
It's a
But that's not
colonic.
blood in there.
Yeah.
It looks like turd.
That's a long turd.
That's the
But I mean,
digestive system.
it
It's,
is.
the, it's so
Maybe,
that's what
yeah.
it is. It's the
Look at our intestines.
A
What are
straight
they
line
like?
No, they're
intestine.
super
30
long,
feet
but
long or
yeah.
something
But our
crazy?
intestines also aren't poking out of our backs.
I hope if there's a creature that finds us and it's larger than us and eats us, I hope they devein us. They take out the turd
Yeah.
before they eat us. I
gonna
wonder
get-
how they would cook us.
All right, I'm gonna get some weird ads for the next month because I'm googling shrimp turd.
Okay.
yeah. I used to love crabbing when I was a kid. I
Crabbing.
used to do that
Yeah.
a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you crab with a trap?
Yeah, well, I did it in a trap for years, and then I found out that people just throw some chicken on a ring, and it's more like fishing. So you drop it in there, and then you feel
So a
the
crab's
crab.
natural diet is chicken?
Chicken is a very popular thing for crabs.
It's not a natural...
I mean, it's not a natural thing that they eat, but you can lure crab in with chicken.
Yeah.
Okay.
the chicken of the sea.
All right, so yeah, that is shrimp shit.
Okay.
All right, good.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
Yeah, hey,
according to Yahoo Answers. So
if
who
you
knows
don't
really?
like eating turds, you might want to devein those things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we all muscle through it, don't we?
I was about to say you can't. It said you can't eat them, so
Well,
it's
yeah.
not gonna hurt you.
You
Well,
can
we
eat
don't-
a
we-
human turd.
Yeah, we don't all muscle through them.
Shouldn't.
Don't we? I only take the veins out.
I'll bet, just because everything's happened everywhere and everybody likes every different thing, I'll bet there are people that have like specifically taken that from a bunch of shrimp and made like a fine paste.
Like a pate.
Yes.
Poupe pate.
Did you know that lobsters like 100 years ago were looked at like, oh, how would you ever eat that? They were known as like the roaches of the sea.
Oh, yeah.
And then they became like posh to eat.
Really?
Yeah, like somewhere, maybe even 70 years ago, something like that.
That is one of those like the first person who ever cooked crab. That was a ballsy move.
They were
because
desperate.
You break a crab leg open and it's just fucking mush.
We should be pioneers and invent the next food before anyone catches on. Like rat. We could be the first to serve rat.
And that would help out a lot of things.
I'm
up
I'm
in New
sure
York.
people have already
Somebody has tried to
Of
cook
course.
it.
done
Okay.
some rat
It
dishes.
is.
Oh, yeah.
Or how about Bermuda grass salads? It's everywhere. Most people frown upon it.
We can't digest the grass though.
Well,
But rats, on the other hand, like I would have no. I mean, really, you're in a situation you need food. Rat, hell yeah,
Hell yeah. No.
hell yeah.
It's a
That's
mammal.
different.
It's fine.
Yeah, it is.
seagull.
Doesn't have to be.
Seagull, man. There was a
Beach chicken, as they call it.
Crabs love it.
Beach chicken.
I grew up. I saw this on Facebook. I grew up right, pretty much on the water, like my town. And I had somebody on Facebook was saying something about his dad used to bring home seagull every week. Once a week, they eat seagull.
No.
He didn't
Were they
know.
homeless?
He didn't know. No, they weren't. So it was probably something that he was raised on.
Okay.
But it's not a bad tasting bird, and he did not tell them that it was seagull until they were adults.
But they
Did you
liked
try it?
No.
I would honestly, I would love to try seagull.
I would
I'm
so
curious.
try.
Just,
Why-
I'm
why
curious.
not?
There's
I would-
plenty of them.
Yeah, any bird, really.
Yeah. Really, we could go down to the
Pigeon?
beach. We
Like-
could kill a seagull.
But a lot of
feather it.
A lot of animals take on their flavor based on what they eat, and seagulls eat any fucking thing.
Yeah, they
don't
eat like
French
chips
fries.
and French
They mostly
fries.
eat
Yeah,
French
so
fries.
they'd be fucking delicious.
Maybe.
It would be. The fast
Maybe
food
that's
of
the thing.
birds.
We haven't tried seagull in years, and like now they've eaten all of our delicious like leftover shit. I bet they taste awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking
That reminds me of that Always Sunny episode where Danny DeVito gave
The rum ham or
No, he said it was human meat, and they were getting a craving for human meat, but it was actually raccoon.
Did they go to the morgue trying to get more? Yeah.
yeah, they were trying to
That's a
buy
great
human bodies.
show.
off
Always
the
Sunny is
morgue.
a
Always
fucking
Sunny is
hilarious
a
show.
great
I
show.
love that.
My grandfather used to hate eating squirrel. Apparently, he ate a lot of squirrel growing up, and he was just like, I don't ever want to have to eat a squirrel again.
Yeah, they're
Because you
pretty
ate
much.
so much of it.
Yeah,
it's
they're,
just
they're
like,
rats
nah.
with furry tails.
this sparks a direction we can go. I think would be interesting. The most fucked up things that we ate growing up that we didn't really even know was fucked up. I'm sure we all have an example somewhat, no?
Oh man,
A fish stick?
Well,
no, that's a
I
normal
was thinking
thing.
about fish sticks earlier.
Ugh.
I mean, what's in a fish stick?
I don't know.
Fish
No.
and dicks. Fish dicks.
Fish dicks and
Poke salad?
I mean, I've got one to what is that again?
poke salad?
I think we've talked about it, but what is
It's
that?
like this really tough green plant that you wouldn't think you could eat, but if you boil it long enough,
right?
it just grows everywhere like a weed.
Yeah.
Big
Might
in
as
the
well
South.
eat it.
Super cheap. I mean, it just grows out in the yard. So
Well, I've got a weird one that I still absolutely love, but like if I've told people, they almost like feel bad for me. It was like saltine cracker cereal
you love that though. You go on about it.
because I think, I like it.
I wanna
It's got
try
this-
it.
It's got the sweet and salty thing going on. It's weird. Like this old lady that used to babysit me used to make it for me. I don't think so it wasn't from my parents or anything, but I'd make it at home as I got older. Just buy a fucking box of saltines, as cheap as they are, because they're
Right.
cheap as hell.
Yeah.
And then you crumble them all up in a cereal bowl, put sugar all over the top, good amount, milk, right up until it's about like you see the milk just coming through that layer, the
Right.
top there. Put it in the microwave for I don't know, 30
Microwave it?
seconds. So you get pockets of warm and cold and sweet and salty in this big milky mush.
I would eat that. That
And
sounds
it's
awesome. And
really,
it sounds
really,
cheap.
it's so cheap.
Yeah,
I don't
healthy.
want to try it.
No, it's not healthy.
I do.
Saltine cereal, yo.
Saltine cereal.
I can't
Wow.
believe all the years that we lived with each other. I can't believe I never saw you or
Yeah.
copied that.
Yeah, I haven't had it in a long time.
Yeah.
But man,
Sounds good.
Well, I have all the ingredients at the house. Now, what's the cereal?
No, that's
No,
the cereal.
What do you mean? What's the
That's
cereal?
the end result.
no,
It is the
Okay.
cereal.
the
Oh,
cereal
shit.
is the fucking saltine.
Yeah, that's the end
Oh,
result.
my God.
Absur's like, then you throw it away and you put Cocoa Puffs in
No,
it.
no, no. In my head, I thought
sounds good.
I thought she was
Yeah.
mixing the crackers with the cereal.
no,
No.
cereal.
so
Crackers
it's
are the
just
cereal.
the fucking saltine.
With the milk
Yeah.
and sugar.
Oh, God. Okay. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, healthy
Half
amount of
warm,
sugar.
half cold.
So it's pretty okay. So yeah, it is pretty much cereal. What
Yeah.
would it taste
And
like
it's
instead
half-
of sugar? What would it taste like? You throw in like Frosted Flakes.
Well,
in
now
there?
you get nuts.
Yeah.
No,
now,
I
you-
mean,
now you have to
it's
buy
crazy.
frosted
Now
flakes.
you
No,
have
let's
the
not-
sweet.
Now you got
It's
a budget.
true. Yeah, you do have a
Listen.
Well, you
budget.
got to buy the sugar anyway.
I like sweet and savory. When I was a kid, I used to get like a Snickers bar and some
Yeah.
hot fries.
Yeah.
And I'd take a bite of one, then the bite of the
Sure.
other.
And dipping fries in the Frosties was a common Wendy's thing.
Yeah,
I
that was really
poured
good.
peanuts into my Coke.
And the Coke Peanuts thing.
That's
I've
classic.
Yep.
never
That's
heard
like-
of that.
classic
That's
Southern.
I need to try it.
That's
Southern.
classic Southern.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
a Southern thing.
Like
Yeah.
back when Cokes came in glass bottles.
Yes.
I have a pretty funny story about I didn't know what I was eating. I thought I was eating one thing, but I was eating another thing. There was a buffet place. I think
Oh,
it was
boy.
either called Racks or Rallies or something
Rats.
like that. And it was in Ohio.
Fresh rats.
Yeah, rats and grass.
Not rats. Racks or Rallies. I think it was Rallies. and they had pudding. They had chocolate pudding on the buffet bar.
Oh, we're pudding.
And like right next to it, it looked like it was graham crackers. So I would get, and this went on for weeks. I'd get the pudding and I'd put some graham
Did they
crackers on
taste
top.
like graham crackers?
You see, I couldn't
It
kind
got
of
lost
tell.
in the pudding, huh?
It got lost in the pudding.
Wait, what?
But wait,
yeah,
Okay, it's
what was
okay.
It tasted fine, but I was like, yeah, they might be. Yeah, they're probably graham crackers. That's what I thought they were, like crumbled graham crackers.
What were they?
Get to it.
I told the lady, I was like, hey, you're out of the graham cracker crumbs. And she comes over, she goes, oh, you mean the bacon bits?
Bacon bits?
For weeks,
In your pudding?
yeah,
What is wrong with you?
I don't know.
I could see that being good though. That's sweet and
Yeah.
salty. I can
Yeah.
see
How
I can
he
see
would-
that being very
How
tasty.
would you confuse that, though?
That's my
because
question.
the color, they did not look like bacon bits. And I
they
brought that
weren't
to her
red, they were
attention. I was
like
like,
brown?
these don't, they didn't even look like Bacos. They looked like they were the
Okay.
just
They
color
look like
of
grape
flesh.
nuts. They look like grape nuts.
Yeah.
Okay,
They look like grape nuts.
Yeah,
There you
because they
go.
sell those, right?
Yeah, I've seen
sprinkle.
bacon bits that look
But
like
they
grape
weren't,
nuts.
yeah, but they weren't like the Bacos
I know.
color.
Yeah.
Why
I
the
hear
fuck
ya.
are they right next to the pudding?
That's two things. Yeah.
There's so many problems with this.
But
It's like at the Chinese place where like the pudding's right beside all the fruit.
Well, I can
Well,
understand
that makes sense.
Yeah, because people like
I
the.
don't.
You want
I
fruit
know.
for dessert?
No,
sometimes.
I want. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like fruit for dessert. I don't like fruit with my meal.
Oh, really?
But yeah, I think of pudding like, and to me, it's the same categories as like ice cream or something like that. So when I see it beside like cantaloupe,
And you
I'm
put
like,
fruit
this is
on ice
weird.
cream.
Put what?
A lot of people put fruit on ice
oh
cream.
yeah, I did
yeah.
blueberries.
But not cantaloupe and
No.
Asians think there's two kinds of fruit: cantaloupe and honeydew melon. Done.
You know what they also suck
No,
at?
no,
Maybe an
Mandarin
orange.
oranges. Yeah, come
Okay.
on. Let's be
You
fair.
know,
Mandarin.
I don't speak Mandarin.
you go to any buffet, any Chinese or Asian buffet that I've ever been to, and they're like, "Oh, here's the dessert section. All those cakes taste like shit.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
horrible.
Every
Yeah.
single one of them.
Gross.
It's an insult. It's like you go, oh, maybe this will taste good. No,
Stick to sherbet.
yeah. But there's one thing that I did. What's going back to what you said, the eating gross things. I still to this day.
And mine wasn't gross.
It wasn't
I
gross,
said
but
gross,
It's
but
just interesting.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
Like my mom makes to this day, my brother, just picture 3 grown adults fighting over pig skin. It's like this
Pork rinds.
But it's nothing like a pork rind. It's maybe about 1/8 of an inch thick. It comes in like a flat roll. So you got like this big hunk of like 3-inch
skin.
by like 8-inch skin. And then you'll wrap like Parmesan and breadcrumbs and different spices and roll it up. Then you tie it with like a string, and then you cook it in the sauce, and it is
so
delicious.
It
And
was
it's just pure fat.
It was just there to enhance the sauce, and then someone would eat it afterward.
Then the whole family, my whole family would fight over it afterward. It's
Fight over
probably a traditional Italian
Like-
thing,
like
but I
eating
love
the-
it. And people are like, oh, that's so gross.
Well, the
It's
skin sounds gross.
just- yeah, but it's delicious.
Everything in it sounds wonderful.
Well, it's just breadcrumbs and Parmesan cheese and some spices.
And let's
Yeah,
face it,
delicious.
when you're eating chicken, like a drumstick or something, once you're past the skin, it's pretty boring. It's just chicken. That skin's delish.
If I want to feel really disgusting about myself, I like to go to Smithfield's Chicken and Barbecue, and you get fried chicken. I'll take the skin off of the chicken, and I wrap it around the hush puppies, and then I'll dip it in ketchup.
Wow. Okay.
Wow.
I'll eat the fuck out of that. It's,
Wow.
God,
It's so gross.
my
Wow.
But
arteries are crying
it's
right now.
delicious.
I love it.
It's not
like,
gross,
oh,
though, because
man.
you're going to eat that all anyway.
Yeah.
You just eat it in a different order and
I
fashion.
love fried chicken skin wrapped around hush puppies.
That paints a weird picture of you.
Yes.
Really? Well, I mean, I don't normally eat that. I mean, I would never go
Like
out of
I
my
knew
way.
this
That's
girl.
what did it
This
to you?
girl, she was, bless her heart, she was sweet, but like you could tell she was just strange. But she would order like fried okra and pull all the breading off the okra, eat the breading, and leave the okra on her plate.
Nah, see, that's fucked up.
That's not
See, I
much
still eat the
weirder
chicken.
than what you did.
Well, he's
No, I
combining
still eat the
everything.
chicken. I
skin.
still eat
Okay.
the chicken.
Yeah.
Chicken skin wrapped hush puppies.
You got to try it, man. We're going.
Like,
We need to go to Smithfield's.
Hardee's is gonna be on that
Yeah.
any day now.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. If anybody from the fast food places are listening,
Paris Hilton on the
$1
front of
million
a
idea.
hood of a car eating
Yeah.
hush puppies wrapped in chicken skin.
Dipped in catsup.
and I guess the grossest thing I ate growing up, a lot of people would say boiled peanuts. What you guys thought?
I
of
hate
boiled
'em.
peanuts?
I
Hate
can't
'em?
stand boiled
Hate 'em.
peanuts.
They taste fun.
Hate them.
Hate them. So yeah, that's a very divisive. Like you either like those or you don't.
And you see more of those on the, well, I guess not so much in Wilmington.
In
but
the
like,
mountains are everywhere.
yeah,
Like on the side of
back
the,
home, they're everywhere. Yeah.
yeah, people set up their little shop and
Makes me think of pickled eggs. Like you
Oh,
see
to
them
see
in
those are
gas
gross. I couldn't
stations,
do
and it's
those.
a very.
I'm fine.
I'd like to try one, but I'm scared.
Yeah, my grandma made pickled eggs. I like a vinegar flavor though.
I love vinegar. I used to drink capfuls of vinegar when I was a kid.
That's weird to me.
It's good for you. It clears you up pretty good.
When my mom used to make pizzas at home, she used to get the canned mushrooms, and I would drink the juice from the cans.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
That probably didn't
I
taste
probably
too
wouldn't
bad.
do
though.
it now.
can see
I
that's
wouldn't
like a
call it
broth.
juice.
Yeah, it's some sort
Mushroom water.
of formaldehyde. They put it in.
Yeah.
It's mushroom
preserving juice. Yeah, I don't know what it
mushrooms.
is.
My sister drinks pickle juice.
Pickle juice is wonderful.
Yeah.
Pickle
I-
juice
yeah.
is
So like a
wonderful.
pickleback. Like if you-
Pickleback with after a shot of whiskey. If you do a little half shot of pickle juice called a pickleback, it's amazing, that blend. And it kills all the whole, like where you shake your head
Yeah.
from the alcohol.
She'll
It's
drink
gone.
it. She'll drink it with dinner,
Sorry?
like a 22-ounce glass of pickle juice.
Okay, that's a little
with her
weird.
dinner.
Because you have to buy, you can't buy pickle juice. You have to buy the pickles.
Yeah. Well, luckily she likes the pickles too.
They should just
Okay.
sell pickle juice,
Okay.
to be
Well,
honest.
that's great. Then the pickles are gone. There's like a whole can,
Yeah.
Yeah, you
jar
gotta
of juice
drink.
there. That's
Win-win.
You know what? That whole pickle juice idea, $1 million idea.
Just selling
Just-
pickle juice.
just pickle juice.
I'm so surprised they don't, because a lot of bars are asked for picklebacks, so they have to have the pickles.
We should
So-
can it. We can put it in machines.
There you go.
It's at Neebs Gaming. Pickle juice.
Cold pickle juice.
Yeah.
That's it.
Anyone else?
Another nasty thing is the red hot dogs.
Ugh.
Oh, I think I've already told that story.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
are abundant down here.
Oh man, I love
Here's
them.
something I thought was nasty one day. I was at Monkey Junction Pit. Is it Pit Stop?
Yep.
Yeah.
Stop,
You
yeah.
know, it's like the historic place down there.
Yeah.
You can buy beef jerky at the register. It's a convenience store. And I saw a lady buying beef jerky one day, and she was like picking, you could pick it out with the tongs.
Uh-huh.
You're supposed to put it in a bag. Well, she just laid it all across the counter
Ugh.
for the clerk to ring up.
There's no
Like
germs on that counter,
No,
though.
just right on
Especially
the
from the
meat,
money.
right on the counter where everyone puts their money.
Like, did he have to measure it or
No.
like, fillet it?
No,
or-
he didn't. She just did it on her own. She could have put it in the bag, but she's like, "There's 1, 2, 3," and she's like laying them out.
I
I'm
swear,
thinking-
I've been here for like 10 years, and I don't remember ever seeing jerky that wasn't wrapped.
Oh, yeah, the jerky's unwrapped.
Plexiglass containers. You lift the lid. You reach in with the tongs,
Yep.
pull it out. You're supposed to put it in a bag.
Dude, I don't trust that shit.
well,
I would never.
this lady put it
It
on the
is
counter.
trusted.
She don't
I haven't
care.
read about
just
it.
local beef jerky.
I know,
You know.
but I don't know. It just seems wrapped. Well, but then again, I've eaten wrapped cheese that's on a counter, which is weird. So yeah,
Hoop cheese.
but I love
What's
cheese.
Up with this?
Hoop
Hoop
cheese.
cheese?
What?
Hoop
cheese?
cheese?
No,
What's
hoop
hoop
cheese.
What's hoop cheese?
Well, I'm looking at you guys. I would think you would know, because it's a.
I feel like I've heard it, and if I see it, I would go, "Oh, that cheese," but I don't know.
When I was in the Marine Corps and I'd drive back from Jacksonville to here, which is about an hour drive, there was a gas station halfway in the middle of nowhere, and I've seen it other places, but I would get a couple hot dogs every now and then from there, and they always at the counter had hoop cheese, but it was made locally. Like, it's always made locally, and it's always like wrapped in saran wrap.
Room temperature, just
Yes,
sitting on the
room
counter.
temperature on the counter.
Yeah.
Hoop cheese was very common, and you could still find it at these kind of like. I bet Pit Stop has hoop cheese.
Yeah.
I guarantee it does.
I'll
On
have to look for
421,
it.
there's a gas station that has it that I've bought it at. And
Never
I
heard of
remember
it.
buying it and being like, I can't believe I'm buying this, but I love cheese.
I just don't know what the process is. What makes it hoop cheese?
Was it good?
It's good. It's a creamy cheese. It's not sharp. It's not hard.
What would you
It's got
compare it to?
A creamy light cheddar.
It's not that one with the red skin around
Yeah,
it,
it's
like
got
the
red
red
skin around it.
wax.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, I've had that before. It reminds me of cheddar.
Well, didn't Munster cheese have that?
No, Munster cheese doesn't have
It's
a
got
wax
an
on it.
orange, yeah, but it's got
It's
like
got that orange marble, light orange marble.
Yeah.
I love Munster cheese. I used to work at a wine and cheese place, and I used to steal a lot of cheese. It was not good.
What?
But I did. I worked there, and it was okay. They were like, you want to bring home some food, that'd be fine. But I'd bring home a little bit extra. But I'd make pizza with every cheese you could imagine. And
Interesting.
Munster cheese is one of my favorite
'Cause it
cheeses
melts.
No, because it's got a different texture. I think mozzarella's got some of the mildest taste. What am I
Well,
saying that's funny thing?
No, I'm just imagining you driving home and one of your wheels is a wheel of cheese.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Like this place
Steering
had
wheel.
wheels of cheese that were $400.
Oh, yeah.
Easy. And
Cheese
this
gets
was
up there, man.
This was a long time ago. But yeah, I used to eat. I love cheese.
I feel like,
Love
provolone, Swiss, mozzarella, the flavor is almost not even there in some cases. It's like, I like provolone it's not even there.
No, provolone's there. You don't know cheese.
I do know cheese.
No,
and
you
I
know
like
what?
cheese.
I think provolone's got more flavor than much more than mozzarella. Mozzarella, by the
Here
way.
we
Everyone
go.
say it.
Yeah.
Everyone
Here we
say
go.
it.
Mozzarella.
Everyone say
Here
it.
we
Say
go.
mozzarella.
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 Because he's Italian, he's a cheese snob.
Welcome to the podcast.
Have you ever had the cheeses that have like the crystallized?
Like Velveet?
No, not Velveet. crystallization within the cheese.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
it gives you a
No.
little crunch, and they're high dollar
my
cheeses,
God.
and they're
Yeah,
delicious.
they're great.
It's fucking fantastic.
So there's like crystal what?
Crystal meth.
It's got a little crunch to
it's
it.
part of the process.
It's almost
Like
like,
Pop
you've got
Rocks.
it's almost like you've got granulated sugar in there.
Yeah,
but it's not
Okay.
sweet like sugar, but it gives you the
It's
little
fucking
crunch
delicious.
and sugar.
Interesting. Yeah, I would love to try that.
It's
so
usually when it's
good.
like
We should
$30
go out cheese
Yeah,
chasing.
it's very
Wait,
tasty.
let's go
Like,
cheesing.
We should go cheese tasting.
I'd love to.
Go cheesing. Like
That'd
in
be a
South
great
Park.
podcast.
Yeah.
One of my friends a couple years ago for his birthday party, he really is a cheese whore. His birthday party was at a bar, and all he wanted people to do was try. He brought in like 20-some cheeses, and we were just drinking and
Neat.
tasting cheese. He had a bunch of crackers and stuff to go with
I
it, but
like trying cheese.
it was really, really
me
fun.
too.
Yeah,
but
it
you
was,
got to mix in like olives and
well,
some
he had
other
a bunch of
little
those,
things.
the crackers that don't.
Captain Wafer. That's the best cracker out there.
Oh yeah, the little,
Captain
the
Wafer.
rectangular one.
Yeah. Oh, let me tell
yeah.
you, one
Those are
day,
good.
one lucky day, I was at a
You
restaurant.
met
with
Captain
you. I
Wafer.
You were
remember
there,
this.
huh?
I was there. I
I
remember
pulled
this.
out my little cracker
God rest
packet,
his soul.
and I opened the plastic. What's in there?
3 of them.
3 Captain
Wow.
Wafers, one package.
That was at a Carolina barbecue up here.
For those of you who don't know, there's normally just 2.
It's like a 4-leaf clover.
It's like a 5-leaf clover.
I've never heard of this cracker.
Captain Wafer?
You have.
We have a lot of food to try from each other. We
Well, I
should
wonder
bring
how-
in foods.
I wonder how
Yeah.
Captain's Wafer cereal would be.
Probably better
There's
than
an
what you were
idea. There's an idea. Captain Wafers are already delicious.
Ritz
Mix them in with
crackers are
milk
good.
and
Captain
sugar.
Captain's Wafers have that like artificial buttery
Yes.
thing going on
Yeah,
in
they got
there.
the butter.
So I don't know how that would lend to the sugar and milk.
I would think wonderfully. I love butter.
Realize I want you to come over my house
Hook up a batch.
and make a batch of this
Like I
for
said,
me and my kids.
It's mushy and crunchy, warm and cold, sweet and salty.
and 0 nutritious value.
Not a fucking lick.
No.
Maybe the milk.
Eh.
Maybe the milk.
Milk is bad for you.
Boil out all the.
Yeah.
Milk. We should not be drinking milk.
Really?
That's not
Yeah.
true.
Maybe a little bit of milk.
I don't think we should.
Calcium?
We can get calcium
I mean,
in
when
other
we're
places.
babies, we obviously need milk.
Yeah, we need mother's milk,
Right.
but nobody else keeps on drinking it their whole life.
Keep your opinion yourself,
That's
Simon.
true.
That's been argued before. I've heard that.
yeah,
it
it's-
goes
it's
back and
very-
forth.
I've heard it from a doctor.
Yeah.
If we do get rid of milk, what do we use in our cereal? Is that almond milk? Okay.
Yeah,
I
and
can
it's-
do
How do you
that.
milk
It's
an
more
almond?
expensive.
Yeah, I don't
like
like that.
almond milk.
Yeah, I don't like having
Almond chocolate milk is the best
that sounds
chocolate
good.
milk.
I like
really good.
regular almond milk. I get chocolate. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
the chocolate milk's amazing.
Last time I was in LA, I ended up with somehow a chocolate flavored coconut water, which was pretty delicious.
I'll bet that was delicious.
I didn't expect it to be so good.
I wouldn't expect you to drink something like that.
It was given to me
Oh, by who?
by Ray. I bumped
Oh.
into Ray.
That's interesting.
Ray came to say hello, and he had already bought something, and then he's like, "Oh crap, I got to go back through security."
He had a backpack full of
You want
coconut
this?
milk.
I'm like, "Yeah, I want that."
You didn't even know
thirsty.
what it was.
Coconut chocolate milk water.
Have you ever had cashew? Because they have cashew milk as well. Cashew milk ice cream.
No, I haven't, but I want it. I love cashews.
Cashews are good.
Anyway, that goes nowhere.
Nope.
Yeah, we've been talking about food for a while.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
kind of what
we-
the topic became.
Yeah,
isn't it?
it kind of became
Should
food.
move on.
Ready?
Move on.
Subject change.
Okay.
First thing on your mind.
Pet peeves.
Thick.
He's
looking
said
around
pet
the room.
peeves, and you said thick. So
What'd you
am
say?
I your pet peeve?
Oh, pet peeves.
That's what Doralis just said. That
Good
he
topic,
said pet
Doralis.
peeves.
Yeah.
You said thick.
One of my pet peeves is thick.
Yeah.
For sure. Thick. He's getting better. I gotta say, he's getting better.
That's right.
But thick.
I've gotten the
for-
best.
I don't. We've discussed this without you in the room, Thick. We wondered what made you do these things, and I thought my explanation was I think he really thinks the facts he's saying are right. I think somewhere in his brain he heard it, and somehow it got put in the fact category when it should have been in the I heard category.
Kind of like our new president.
You have to. You
A
have
lot
to,
like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I guess so. Maybe.
Can we start calling them
I
Trump
can't
facts?
definitely say so or not.
Well done,
Yeah.
Thick.
Very good.
Yeah, no, I'm careful with that now.
Getting better.
Who else has pet peeves?
I've got a stupid pet. Like I don't really think I have many, but whenever anyone sneezes and holds it in, it really annoys
Well, they
me.
can't. That's how they sneeze, though.
No, I've seen people change.
What?
You can change the
like-
way you sneeze. You're not
Yeah.
stuck with the one way of sneezing.
Yeah, no.
You
Listen,
can train
just,
yourself.
I was
just
born this
recently-
way.
Just last weekend, I heard somebody sneeze who always
The whole-
sneezed the one way,
Like this,
for
the
years
whole
and
this
years.
thing.
Yeah.
Whatever, and that's too much.
And she sneezed regular, and I'm like, wow, when did that start happening?
I could probably sneeze a dozen different ways.
She might have gone to therapy.
I could do a vocal sneeze. I can do without vocals. I don't understand people that can't sneeze without putting vocals into it.
Well, that's
Why do you need your voice in there?
It feels so
can be-
good.
It could just be like air.
It's true.
Astro, didn't
Yeah.
you say that your wife?
I was about to bring this up. Yeah,
Oh,
my wife's sneeze, that's a pet peeve of mine.
like a
her
gunshot
fucking
going off.
sneeze. It really is. Her sneeze, it'll scare the hell out of you because there's no buildup. You know, most people have that, and, you know, then the sneeze. Hers is just, and it's like you could be just sitting, you know, looking at your phone, sitting beside her on the couch, and all of a sudden explosion.
Yeah,
goes
like
off.
she's
It's
next
like,
to you and she doesn't.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
she's like, why?
She won't move at all.
No,
it'll
there's
just
no,
be.
There's no signal that a sneeze is about
Does
to
it
happen.
scare
Wow.
her?
No.
No,
it just
because she
happens.
knows, right?
She
She
knows
knows.
it's
She
coming.
just
I
doesn't-
think
She
she's
feels
doing
it.
it now just to fuck with me because I've told her, hey, let me know when that happens.
She should put her hand up.
yeah.
It's a respect
And there's
thing.
voice in there.
Oh, there's a lot of
Doesn't
voice in
need to
there.
be.
Yeah, it's a scream.
Someone here's going to argue
don't
that,
know
I'm sure.
that.
I have a bit of a weird pet peeve, and this has happened with a few people in my life. So it's been like a couple girlfriends and friends of mine. It's like they'll go to a place one way. They'll drive there a specific way, and I'll tell them and show them that, hey, here's a quicker way to get there. It's more efficient. But they still go that one way that's longer
How do you know that they still go that way?
because I'll be riding with them.
Oh,
Why'd you go this
you're
way?
not
Why
tailing
didn't,
them?
Why didn't you? Yeah. I put a tracking device on their car.
Yeah.
But that drives me insane. It's like time is the most valuable thing you have. Why would you waste it on this long route?
In my top 5 for sure, I brought it up before, but dream catchers that are hung in cars makes no sense to me.
I don't even know what they are.
Nobody sleeps in their car.
You shouldn't
on a
be.
normal basis.
You know, it doesn't make any sense.
It's a
Unless-
sleeping thing, huh?
Yeah, well, it catches your
Catches your dreams.
bad dreams.
That way they
or-
don't come true. I don't know.
I'm not
Seems
sure
like
how
a
that works.
crazy
But
Indian ritual.
and this might I don't want to offend anybody, but overweight police really bothers
That bothers me too, man.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're
and I
not.
don't know why.
They're not
Well, you
overweight.
know why.
Doesn't bother me. It's they have a job, and their job is done best if they are in shape, and there's no requirements. It bothers the shit out of me.
You could be 225, a bit bulky, and you could be really surprised on how fast this person can run.
Sure,
I would
But we're
be-
talking
I'm
about
talking-
you're
yeah,
talking about
exactly.
the
I'm
real
talking
big
I know.
ones.
You're talking, yeah, well, you know,
You're talking about someone you can
Yeah.
clearly see cannot run.
Right,
It's
right.
like this
The
guy has
Kool-Aid
no
man
chance of catching
in a
anybody.
police outfit.
Yeah, and nobody cares. The department doesn't care. It doesn't make sense to me. These are taxpayer paid positions, and they're not the best they could be at their job.
Well,
Or
maybe
even-
if we pay our police officers more.
No,
we
I
could
get that. I
actually
understand
get
that too.
better-
Yeah, I'm with
We
that.
could get better.
I understand that
fit
too.
Police
Yes,
officers.
And
'cause
that's
we do
probably a
support the
big part
police.
of it.
Yeah.
Like Marine Corps has very strict weight standards, and it makes sense.
What do they do when you're overweight?
They put you on a program. And
Jenny
if
Craig?
You, what's that?
Is it Jenny
It's
Craig?
not
Jenny
Jenny Craig.
Acupuncture?
They send you to curves.
Yeah.
But and if you don't improve or reach a certain weight by a certain amount of time, you will get kicked out of the Marine Corps.
And you have to eat shrimp poop.
That's a really easy
I don't-
way to get out of the Marine Corps.
yeah,
Yeah.
get fat.
It's a lot easier than just
Running.
going AWOL.
Yeah, why go AWOL?
Right.
Eat.
That's a horrible idea.
Well, I don't think anyone
I'm going to get
should.
unhealthy and
Well,
you know.
That's not a
But
good
there-
idea.
but No, but there are people who do want to get out who are like, oh shit, I need to
Oh,
get out, want
I-
to get out, and be like, well, I just eat fast food every day. If
We
I
all
could.
in my battalion there was a guy who created a tick,
What do you mean?
a rock.
To get out,
Yep. And it took him a long time, but he got out.
Wow.
Interesting.
Yep.
he really didn't want to be there.
Nope.
Let's see. Things that bother. Here's something that kind of bothers me that seems to be the norm that maybe no one agrees with. I don't think emergency lights should stay on as much as they do at the scene of an emergency. It creates chaos. Like, I understand having like sirens and flashing lights at the parameter of a scene,
Yeah.
but when you're there and everyone's working trying to stay focused,
And it
have,
does
have good lighting. Put bright lights on so you
It
can
does
see
create
real
chaos.
well. Don't have the flashing
yeah,
like
instead of the flashing, just
and
a
then
solid good light
the
color.
outskirts
couple
to
around the perimeter flashing to let people know, hey, don't come in this area.
Right.
But where you're trying to focus,
Yeah.
bright, clear lighting.
that makes perfect sense
yeah.
because it creates the rubbernecking.
People, listen, this is what I do when there's an accident. I see an accident up ahead and I see that the emergency crews are there taking care of it. I make an effort not to look.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah,
I
but
keep my eyes on the car in front of me, and I get through as fast as I
you're
can.
so alone,
Yep.
though.
And it's the worst is when it's on the opposite side. First of all, you'll be in traffic for 15 minutes sometimes, and you realize that people are rubbernecking a fucking 76 pickup truck on the side of the road who has his
Yeah,
his
his
hood
hood
up.
up.
Yeah.
And you go, that's what they're fucking looking at?
If there's
Crazy.
a car wreck and no emergency crews there, I get it. We need to stop and
Right.
help.
Yeah.
Yes.
When it's being taken care of, go.
Yeah.
There didn't seem to be much rubbernecking in L.A.
Oh God.
We saw at least 3 dead
Man.
people that trip.
Man, those LA
swear.
highways are
I didn't mean to laugh at
dangerous.
that.
No, I mean,
that's-
yeah, it was like, it is sort of a
That's
shock
awful.
to the system. But, yeah, we went by several wrecks where, yeah, a body is thrown out and, like, one guy was given CPR. Nobody was stopping, though. It was just like it's the norm there
And-
because they're so used to seeing wrecks all the time.
And I mean, I can see why too. You get in a taxi
Yeah.
or Uber and you're going 85
God,
miles
they
an hour
drive
down the
insane.
highway.
We
You're
almost
like,
got
you
an
just saw
accident.
them 3 bodies we passed, right?
yeah, exactly.
Now, having lived in LA and being in a car accident there, I called the police. Like I was rear-ended pretty
Came
good.
and beat you.
Yeah, pretty much. I wish they would have actually. You have to have somebody seriously injured for them to like actually show up.
They have the worst reputation in the world as far
They-
as the police department,
I mean,
don't
I
they?
can
They're
only
all fat.
imagine how many calls they're getting. But that when we were at EA Play and we helped stop that purse snatcher,
Yeah.
how long did we hold that guy down before?
And we're
Felt
down
like a long
We're
time.
down
We're in a public area.
a very, very busy area with a huge convention going on.
Yeah.
You'd think that they would be.
You think there'd be foot patrol just in
Yeah.
that area?
I feel like, the helicopter was there before the policemen were.
There was a helicopter there?
Yes,
It did go over.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Was it a police chopper?
Yeah,
Then?
I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure it was.
Here's something that bothers me. Bicyclists bother me. Not them in general, but the ones that wear spandex that have the sponsored shit on there as if they're not sponsored. I don't want to see like, Kodak on the side of your fucking thigh. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like you run
I
across
think these are just people that have the name brand of the clothes they bought.
You've never seen
I've
people
never-
with
I've
like
seen it. It looks
sponsor
like
stuff?
sponsors, but it's actually like the brand of clothing. I've
Okay, well,
seen
anyway,
it.
I think they look silly and it bothers me, and I'm entitled to it. Okay? So that's it. That's a thing that I have.
Yeah, fuck you guys in your hell.
Why don't we move to a more positive topic
Yeah.
rather than complaining about things we don't like?
Well, yeah, pet peeves is a negative topic.
It is
by
it is.
nature.
Has anybody here had or heard of a good story, like something positive that happened to someone, or
Warmed your damn heart.
yeah,
Like
in
when
the
a
midst
dog
of-
befriends an elephant.
That's good shit right there.
I like that stuff.
You see that video where the elephant, younger elephant, thinks a guy's drowning in the river?
No.
It looks like it is. And the guy, he's got control. He's going downstream, but the elephant breaks away from the rest of the bigger elephants and beeline to this guy who's starts swimming towards shore, but it looks like it's coming to rescue him.
And does he reach out to him?
Yeah.
and he
Oh,
ate
that's
him.
awesome.
What do I have to look up?
I don't know. It was
Baby
all over
elephant saves
Facebook.
man,
Sure. Yeah.
drowning man.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's a guy in the water. Baby elephant sees him running out to him.
And the elephant's like got a mission.
I mean, he doesn't look in danger.
No,
Are you sure the elephant's not just going to play?
it looks like it's going over for.
For some sugars.
Now they're hugging. They are hugging.
They know each other.
So maybe that might be all it is.
They know each other.
Man, that makes me so happy. I want to be there.
Yeah. Either
I'd
way,
be
it's
shitting a brick. I'd be scared he's going to sit on me right there.
I mean, that's
Yeah.
a big animal.
yeah.
either way, it's it's good
How
stuff.
do I get to swim with elephants? Where is this place?
I don't know.
SaveElephant.org
Yeah, go
is
there.
the website.
So either it was going to play or it was actually trying to save him. Either way, smile. Yeah.
I love animals, man. I'll pretend like y'all know my dog Bear. He's a big black lab. I'll pretend to attack my daughters. I pretend.
Yeah.
And he gets real confused, but then he jumps on me and he'll do like a soft bite on my arm and then run over. If I put the girls down, he'll run over and lick their faces and make sure they're okay. Animals are great, man.
They are great.
You can't do that with a cobra.
Nope.
Have you tried that with a cobra?
Can't do it
Bad
with
news.
a cat either.
No.
I've seen those videos of like lion trainers where like they're playing with the lions.
Yeah, they're
It's
more
crazy.
like dogs in how they act. It
Yeah.
seems.
Yeah, yeah.
Can't do that with cows.
No.
Well,
No,
you've seen
no.
Happy Cows though. You've seen Happy Cows?
No.
Oh
You got a
my
good happy
God.
cow story?
There's another video. Cows that like see outside for the first time or
Happy cows?
honestly, yeah. Just write Happy Cows. Seeing a happy cow is amazing.
Who's a happy cow?
Because they they're like frolic and shit, and it doesn't even look like they could frolic.
Yeah, they're clumsy.
Yeah.
They where's a
Seeing anything happy is fun, isn't it?
Happy cows skipping out the grass for the first time.
Oh, right there, yeah.
Oh my god.
This looks like they may have been in the barn all winter.
Okay.
Looks like they're just running right now, but
Yeah,
it gets
it's the running of the cows in Barcelona.
You'll see.
The cows just came out of the barn. They are kicking and jumping.
because they're
They get to
supposed to
stretch-
be in the grass.
Stretch their
Like,
legs.
yeah,
That one was just like, yes, grass.
What's up?
That's great.
yeah.
Those are
Nice.
Holsteins.
Yeah.
Um,
But you never see them move like that.
I've never had fresh milk. I'm curious. I'd like to try fresh, not
You don't drink milk,
pasteurized.
remember?
Yeah, but I would like to try fresh, unpasteurized milk.
Okay.
I grew up in a skim milk house.
Ugh.
I didn't know the difference.
Yeah.
And then I had a sleepover in like 4th grade or something at one of my buddies' houses, and they were a 2% house, and I was like, whoa.
You loved it
What
right
is
away.
It's like
What is this magic in my mouth?
It was basically
it
how
was
it
like
was.
seeing color for the first time.
It's
huh?
like, yeah, it was like witnessing the
Which
milk,
wouldn't
Australis
know.
hasn't done yet.
the milk like
Ah.
wrapped around the cereal. Like it just like stayed on it, whereas skim milk is
White water.
white water.
It's like your cereal got rained in.
Yeah.
Talk about seeing color for the first time. I'm sure you guys have seen those videos of that company that makes those
I
glasses.
just can't buy it, man.
I mean, it seems
Why?
genuine. Those videos really.
Because
I mean,
they
they
are
must
acting-
be amazing actors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't because Dralis, you're colorblind, kind of.
I can't wait to try then because
I would.
could be
I would
a-
love to try them on you.
I could be a friend that you guys all know, and I wouldn't lie, of course. I'm curious.
Can we put that on the wish list?
They're like
Crazy-
I want to say.
crazy
I want to
colorblind.
say
They're
they're like
expensive.
$700.
Yeah, they're really.
no, we're not
expensive.
putting that on the wish
No,
list.
But now
But-
hold on, you don't get them like for prescription, do you?
I don't know because you're colorblind, but you can
Well,
see color.
technically,
You
I
can
guess
see
I just
color.
can't pass the test.
I just can't imagine that. I mean, like when you see the lady that hears for the first time, like I get that. She didn't hear anything. Now she can hear her
Unlike the
husband
baby
or her
that hears its
child.
mom for the first
Yeah.
time.
yeah.
Like that's an emotional moment.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, you
But,
can't. I can imagine it
yeah,
being
I
extremely emotional
Well,
to
to-
see color for the first time.
Yeah,
To
and,
s-
and most of those guys are.
To
But
see
I
what
don't
you've been
think they're
missing.
seeing black and white, and now they're seeing color.
No,
but
I think
there's-
it's just like certain colors that they can't see. Like one of the videos I watched, the guy was like, "Holy, like that's purple." Holy shit, that's purple. Like he had never seen that
Yeah.
color in his life.
He didn't
That's
know what
crazy.
he was.
Blown away by like I didn't realize that that
how would he know?
spectrum exists
How
because
would
he'd
he
never
know?
seen it.
Yeah.
It
But how
was
do you
in
go? That's
color.
purple.
Because
was a
wearing the
color
glasses.
you had never seen.
Right, because purple in your mind, you go, okay, you're taught this shade of whatever I'm looking at, people call purple.
Yeah.
Do that with 6 other colors that you're not seeing, and you're going to be amazed.
I can see that because I mean,
I hope
purple
it's
is what I
real.
know it as.
yeah.
I hope it's real. But it was an infomercial that we were watching. It wasn't like
it was an infomercial.
the-
Oh yeah, you can't ever.
the ear thing wasn't a commercial. It was like,
yeah.
look at this lady.
The Onion did a funny video where it was like father hears silence for the first time in years.
Oh,
They
that's
close the
great.
door and he gets real emotional.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's awesome.
All right. Well, I guess that's it.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Yeah, it was a good,
Yeah, it's a
good
good
talk.
one.
Yeah.
We should do this again.
Maybe
Yeah, we
in
probably will.
2 weeks,
Definitely.
maybe.
Okay.
Thanks for watching, and if you feel like downloading this same version somewhere else, please do. Links in the description below.
Yeah, I would say if your buddies have iTunes accounts, right? They
Yeah,
can get it on
well,
iTunes.
there's different. The links are in the description.
There you go.
Let's
Send 'em
not
the
give
link.
them the.
Send 'em the
a lot
link.
of people hate iTunes. They
Yeah,
do.
don't pigeonhole them into one place.
Yeah.
Yeah, get it wherever you want to, baby.
All right. Thanks a lot, guys.
Bye, guys.
Later.
Bye.